Hey guys, thanks for visiting my channel. This is Kathy, and I'm here to do your reading for Gemini for August 2018. This is a love and relationship reading. This is a general reading, so please take whatever resonates with you and leave the rest. And if you would like a personal reading, you can contact me for that. I will leave all of my information down in the description box. Okay, so thank you so much to all of you for watching and liking and commenting and subscribing. I really appreciate it. Today I'm going to be using the Modern Spellcasters Tarot deck by Melanie Marquis, illustrated by Scott Murphy. Also the Romance Angels Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue. And I will also be pulling you an additional advice card from the Psychic Tarot for the Heart by John Holland. Okay, Gemini, I've already shuffled and meditated over your cards. We're going to go ahead and get started. This is a love and relationship reading for the sun sign of Gemini. Please check your moon and rising sign, as that can also give you a lot of information as well. How this works is the side over here will represent your energy, Gemini. The side over here will represent the other person. This can be your partner, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife. If you're not in a relationship, this can also apply to you. It can be the person that you have a crush on or the person you're talking to. It can even be an ex-partner. Basically, it is whoever you're thinking of while you're watching this video. And then we have 3 cards here in the middle for the potential outcome of the relationship for the month of August. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get started. Okay. So at the bottom of the deck, Gemini, you have the 4 of Pentacles. So this card, it can go good or bad. I'm feeling like you've been working very hard, Gemini. Money is good for you. You feel very secure financially. You know, you might have been working long hours, working overtime. That's a good thing. However, I feel like with the 4 of Pentacles in a relationship reading, you're trying to control the relationship, and you might not be letting go of your feelings or your emotions. You might be not expressing them to your partner. So it is a stable card, but also speaks of trying to cling on to something a little too tightly, and that can oftentimes be your emotions. Okay? So underneath that, you have the Knight of Pentacles, or I'm sorry, the Knight of Swords, the Strength card, and the 5 of Wands in reverse. So the Knight of Swords is definitely your energy, Gemini. You are an air sign, and I feel like you are wanting things to move ahead in the relationship and in your personal life. You know where you're going, you have goals, and you are willing to act on those to make everything happen. Okay? With the Strength card, you are feeling very strong, very confident. This could also represent the other person. You could be dealing with a Leo. So you might be feeling pretty confident about yourself right now. You know, it seems like your finances are well in order, and you know, you have enough money, and things seem pretty secure for you. With the 5 of Wands in reverse, I feel like there has been a lot of conflict, though, around you. This can be with family, with friends, but I do feel it is mostly involved in your relationship. There could have been a lot of fighting, a lot of arguing, a lot of pettiness, but with it in reverse, I feel like you are stepping away from that. And with the Knight of Swords here, it kind of looks like you're moving away from that. You're not wanting to fight anymore. You're not wanting to argue or have this difficult energy that has been surrounding you lately. Okay? So we're going to see where this goes for you. All right, the first card here, Gemini, represents your energy. And you have the Six of Pentacles. So there are a lot of pentacles here. I do feel like you have been working very hard. With the Six of Pentacles in reverse, though, this tells me there is an imbalance in the relationship. That can mean that you are giving too much to the other person and they're not giving you enough back in return, or vice versa. Okay, it can go either way. There can be financial factors here involved. Okay, if you if you live with your partner, or if you have a home together, there can be an unequal give and take as far as money goes. All right, so a couple different scenarios there, but there's definitely not a good balance right now, is what you're feeling. Okay, so the other person, their energy, they're showing up as the Nine of Wands in reverse. Okay, so you could be dealing with a fire sign, and we did see that with that Strength card there, the Leo. So you could be dealing with a Leo. This person is feeling very defensive. They may have, I'm feeling for a lot of them, they have a bad temper, or they have been angry lately, or lashing out at you lately, maybe for no reason, but they just feel very much on the defense. They're very guarded. They're not letting you into their space, is what I'm getting. So there could have been a separation here, and that could be physically or just emotionally, but I feel like they have blocked you out of their space for some reason. Yeah, they may have blocked you, like if it's on social media, or blocked your phone number or something like that. Not sure why, but I'm feeling like they're tired. This can go back to this Five of Wands card. They might be tired of all this fighting, all this arguing. They're tired, they're weary, they're having a lot of anxiety, and they've just set up some boundaries for themselves, okay? And that might have, made you feel distant, or they might have blocked you in some way from them, okay? All right, the next card you have, Gemini, represents your emotions. And you have the Devil in reverse. Okay, so the Devil in reverse, when it comes to your emotions, Gemini, it can mean a couple different things. This relationship could have been toxic, with all the fighting, arguing. There could have been a lot of toxicity in it, and I feel like you're letting go of that. This can also be you being deceptive about how you feel towards the other person. There can be some control there, some manipulation. This can be like a very codependent situation. This can also signify a divorce or a separation or a breakup. So that, if that's the case, that might be what you are wanting or thinking or feeling. That might not have happened yet, but whatever the situation is, I feel like you are letting go of some of that toxicity that is in the relationship. And perhaps if this person did block you, or they put up a wall, or there was a separation, you're stepping back from it, you're walking away from it. You might be just taking a break from the relationship, taking some time to yourself to, you're very focused on your work and your career right now, is what I'm getting, Gemini. Okay. So the other person, their emotions are showing up as the Four of Wands. So this is very interesting because the Four of Wands talks about a commitment. So this could be what they're wanting from you, Gemini. They're wanting a commitment. They're wanting something stable. They're wanting something that they can count on. They're wanting an equal partnership here with you. And what they're getting is not equal. Okay, there is not a good equal balance right now. This is what they're wanting. So they may have given up with this Nine of Wands. I feel like they've been fighting for this for quite some time, and they just haven't got it. So they may have stepped back from you or from the relationship, but they still want this, Gemini. They still want this with you. This can be a marriage. This can be a commitment. This is stability in the relationship, and this is what they truly want. So they might seem like they are not wanting anything to do with you, but really deep down in their heart, they do. They want this relationship to work, okay? All right, so we're going to see what the outcome is for you for the month of August. Okay, so the potential outcome for the relationship, Gemini, you have the Empress card. So this is a good card. The Empress, you could be dealing with a Taurus here. If not, the Empress talks about creating something new. It's a very feminine energy, and it's one that's very nurturing and kind and generous. This can also indicate a pregnancy or the birth of a child. So, if you are pregnant, you could be pregnant, Gemini, or your partner could be pregnant. If you're not wanting to get pregnant, this is telling you to please take some precautions, because I do see that in your future, okay? Now, this, other than the pregnancy, this is a good card for the outcome. This talks about you wanting a fresh start. You're wanting to create something that is stable. The Empress is all about Mother Earth, and it's very stable energy. So that is what you're wanting. So there's a lot of, I feel like this reading is very up and down. What you're wanting and what you guys are saying are two different things. So there is a lot of imbalance going on here. But with the Empress card here, there is hope, there is potential for this to work out for you guys. But you're gonna have to, we want to turn this card around. We want this to be an equal give and take of whether it be, finances or money or emotions, whatever it is that's not equal right now needs to be equal. And that's what they're wanting as well with this Four of Wands. They're wanting, a commitment. Okay, so we're going to see what your Romance Angels cards have to say. All right, so you have children, and it says your love life is being affected by children. And you have romantic feelings, and it says your feelings are real and worth exploring. So again, there could be a pregnancy going on here. You could already have children with this person, and that can be affecting things. But there's definitely a lot of love here. There's definitely a lot of romance, and I definitely see potential for the outcome. There's going to have to be a lot of work, though, between you two. You know, I feel like your partner really has their guard up right now, and there's not, there's not an equal give and take with the Six of Pentacles in reverse. So there is gonna need to be a lot of work done here. You might have to get some counseling and really see if you really want this relationship to work out. I do feel that it is possible. Okay. So I'm going to pull you an additional advice card, Gemini, for the month of August. And I'm just going to shuffle these cards real quick here. Okay. Okay, so the card you got, Gemini, is number 8, and it's called Control. And I'm just going to look in the guidebook here and read this to you so you can get all of the messages here that are meant for you. Okay. Okay, so this card, the Control card, is related to the Tarot card of Strength. And we did see that card here in your main energy. Just pull that out. Okay, so that is number 8, also Strength. So what it says is, in order to flourish, relationships must be fluid and free rather than overly rigid and controlled by emotional neediness or insecurity. It's important to master your emotions so that they do not rule the relationship. A partnership based solely on emotion is out of balance and out of control. Self-control is the key here. Act from a combination of emotion and intellect, and your relationship will thrive and grow. Be sure that your influence is gentle and loving. This is not the time for domination. This card asks you to accept the other person's uniqueness and to not require that person to conform to a mold of your choosing just to make you feel more comfortable. Now is the time for patience, steadiness, and clear thinking. With self-control comes confidence. Allow the situation to unfold and detach yourself from the outcome. Do not try to control it or the other person. Okay, so very relative to your reading, Gemini. With the Devil in reverse here. This can be letting go of some of that control, some of that codependency. There is definitely an imbalance with the Six of Pentacles in reverse. And what I'm feeling is that you guys are both very strong individuals. And there seems to be like a battle of wills going on here. So if you really want this to work, Gemini, you're going to have to let go of that ability to want to control things, to want to control your partner. And they're going to have to let go of that as well. Okay? I really feel like that it is coming from both of you and not just one of you. So there you have your reading, Gemini. Hope that was helpful to some of you out there. If this resonated with you, please leave me a comment. I love to read all of your comments and hear about your own personal situations. And if you have any questions, you can jot them down as well. And if you'd like a personal reading, you can contact me for that. And I thank you so much for watching. I will see you all next month.